Two trucks, two engines, one winner. I am putting a 2024 Ford F-250 XLT with a 7.3-liter Godzilla V8 against a 2024 Ford F-350 Lariat with the 6.7-liter Power Stroke diesel. Same Super Duty platform, but completely different powertrains, costs, and ownership experiences. I am putting both trucks through 10 tests: purchase cost, performance, fuel economy, towing, reliability, maintenance, repair difficulty, resale value, long-term durability, and cold weather performance. And this isn't a fanboy battle. We are looking at real-world numbers, ownership costs, common repairs, and what these trucks actually demand over time. By the end, you are going to know which engine makes more sense for your money, your workload, and your long-term ownership. I'm Ryan, a Ford technician and mechanic with 20 years of experience. Test 1, cost. The F-250 XLT Godzilla stickers at roughly 60 grand. The F-350 Lariat Power Stroke stickers at roughly 88 grand. That is a $28,000 gap. But don't let that number fool you. Most of that gap is trim level, not engine. When you isolate just the diesel option on a matching trim, the real engine upcharge is closer to $12,500. That's the number that actually matters for this test. Finance that difference over a typical 72-month truck loan, and you're looking at roughly $175 to $200 more per month every single month before you've even spent a dime on fuel or maintenance. Insurance premiums also run slightly higher on the diesel, since replacement parts and repair labor, they cost more to underwrite. Add in the fact that most extended warranty plans charge more to cover the diesel's emissions components, and that upfront $12,500 gap, that starts compounding fast. Sales tax on the higher purchase price adds a few $100s depending upon your state, and registration fees in some states scale with vehicle weight, pushing the heavier diesel truck a little higher there too. None of these are massive numbers on their own, but then stack them together, and the true cost of going diesel is higher than the sticker suggests. Test 1 winner, the Godzilla. Less money out the door, smaller monthly payment, and that difference goes straight into your pocket or to your down payment on the next truck. Test 2, performance. The Godzilla makes 430 horsepower and up to 485 pound-feet of torque. The Power Stroke makes up to 500 horsepower and as much as 1,200 pound-feet of torque. That's more than double the twist. On paper, this isn't close. The diesel pulls with authority that the gas engine simply can't match, especially at low RPM under a heavy load. Where the Godzilla does hold its own is in daily drivability. It revs freely, it's quieter at idle, and around town it feels more responsive off the line since it doesn't need to build boost the way that the diesel's turbocharger does. The Power Stroke, on the other hand, feels like it's barely working even under a heavy trailer. And that low-end torque translates directly into confidence when you're merging onto the highway fully loaded. Payload capacity also favors the diesel slightly on most configurations, giving it a bit more cushion for a loaded bed or a heavy fifth-wheel pin weight. Acceleration unloaded is genuinely close between the two, since the Godzilla's lighter front end helps offset some of the horsepower gap, but then once you add in a real load behind either truck, the diesel's torque curve pulls away. For somebody who's cross-shopping strictly on numbers, the Power Stroke spec advantage is hard to argue against. Test 2 winner, the Power Stroke, and it isn't even close. Test 3, mileage. On a controlled highway loop, the Power Stroke returned 18.3 to 18.8 miles per gallon. The Godzilla returned 13.3 miles per gallon on the same stretch of road. Real-world mixed driving on the diesel averaged closer to 14.2 miles per gallon. But tow either truck, and that gap shrinks fast. The Power Stroke pulling a boat dropped to 8.4 miles per gallon, and the Godzilla pulling a comparable load lands in a similar range. The Power Stroke also carries a larger fuel tank on most configurations, which means fewer fuel stops on long trips, even before you factor in the mileage advantage. At current diesel and gas prices in most regions, a full tank of diesel costs noticeably more per gallon, which does eat into some of that efficiency advantage at the pump. Run the numbers over 12,000 miles a year, and the average owner's total annual fuel spend between these two trucks ends up closer than the miles per gallon numbers alone would suggest. Driving style matters more than people expect too. aggressive acceleration and higher highway speeds, they hurt diesel efficiency more noticeably, since the Godzilla's fuel economy was already modest, and so it has less room to fall. City driving with frequent stops also narrows the gap further, since the diesel doesn't get to stay in its efficient cruising range as often. So, Test 3 winner? The Power Stroke, but only for unloaded highway driving. Test 4? Towing. The Godzilla comfortably tows a 12,000 to 13,000 pound fifth wheel on flat to rolling terrain without feeling strained. On a 6% grade though, fuel economy on the gas engine can fall to around 2.5 miles per gallon, and you'll notice the 10-speed transmission working harder to hold a gear. The Power Stroke shrugs off that same grade with its torque advantage, and it comes with a factory exhaust brake that saves your service brakes on the way back down a long descent. That exhaust brake alone is worth serious consideration if you regularly haul through mountainous terrain, since it reduces brake wear and gives you noticeably more control at highway speed with a heavy trailer pushing from behind. Gross combined weight rating also favors the diesel in most trim comparisons, giving it more margin before you're pushing the truck's limits. If you're strictly a flatland weekend camper hauling under 15,000 pounds, the Godzilla gets the job done without drama. Transmission behavior differs noticeably between the two as well. The Godzilla's 10-speed hunts for gears more on rolling terrain since it's working with less low-end torque, while the Power Stroke settles into a gear and stays there, which makes for a calmer, more confident tow on longer highway stretches. If your typical trailer sits closer to the truck's rated maximum, that margin becomes far more important than it sounds on paper. So, Test 4 winner? The Power Stroke, for anyone regularly towing over 15,000 pounds or running mountain grades. Subscribe now before we get into reliability, because this is where the real ownership costs start to show, and it's the test that decides which truck actually saves you money. Test 5. Reliability. The Godzilla has no DPF, no DEF tank, and no EGR cooler. It's spark plugs, coil packs, and an oil change. On my reliability scale, that earns it an 8.5 out of 10. The Power Stroke carries a full emissions system, DPF, DEF, EGR, and a high-pressure fuel pump that's known to fail and contaminate the fuel system when it does. I give this engine a 7 out of 10. Still a strong, well-engineered engine, but there are simply more components that can trigger a fault code, throw the truck into limp mode, or leave you stranded on the side of the road waiting on a tow. The Godzilla's simplicity means fewer sensors monitoring emissions, which translates directly into fewer opportunities for something small to shut the truck down. I've seen customers with well-maintained Power Strokes go years without a major issue, and the opposite happened to a truck driven exactly the same way. That inconsistency is part of what keeps this engine from scoring higher. Cold weather starting is another factor worth mentioning. The Godzilla fires up instantly regardless of temperature, while the Power Stroke needs its glow plug cycle to complete before it's going to reliably start in freezing conditions, which adds a few seconds of waiting every morning throughout the winter months. Fuel quality also plays a bigger role in diesel reliability than most new owners expect, since contaminated or low-quality diesel can accelerate injector and pump wear in ways that gasoline simply doesn't affect the Godzilla. So, Test 5 winner? The Godzilla. Fewer systems means fewer things that can leave you stranded. Test 6. Maintenance. A basic oil change on the Godzilla runs $120 to $160. A full service on the Power Stroke, including fuel filters and DEF, runs $300 to $400, roughly double the cost for the same visit. Run that difference across 12,000 miles of ownership, and the Power Stroke consistently costs more to simply keep running before a single unexpected repair ever happens. DEF fluid alone adds a recurring cost that the Godzilla never sees, and most Power Stroke owners are filling that tank every few thousand miles depending on how the truck's driven. Fuel filters on the diesel also need more frequent attention, especially running through lower quality fuel on road trips, and skipping that service increases injector damage risk down the line. The Godzilla's maintenance schedule is closer to what most gas truck owners are already used to. Oil, filters, and spark plugs around 100,000 miles, with very little else demanding regular attention. Transmission fluid service intervals are similar between the two trucks, so that cost is roughly a wash. But the diesel's larger oil capacity and specialized filter requirements mean that even that routine oil changes take longer at the shop, which adds labor cost on top of the parts difference. Over 5 years of ownership, that gap in routine maintenance alone can add up to well over $1,000. Test 6 winner, the Godzilla, by a wide margin. Test 7, repair difficulty. Most Godzilla repairs are bolted right where a tech can reach them. No cab removal, no frame drop. Common jobs stay under an hour. On the Power Stroke, a DPF replacement can run $2,500 to $4,000. An EGR cooler job runs $1,200 to $1,800, and a failed high-pressure fuel pump repair can hit $3,500 or more once contamination cleanup is included. A lot of that cost comes from access, not just parts. Getting to certain sensors and emissions components on the diesel often means removing intake plumbing, heat shields, or panels that simply aren't in the way on the Godzilla. That translates into more labor hours billed at shop rates, even for jobs that sound minor on paper. I've had Power Stroke owners come in for what they thought was a quick fix and leave with a bill 3 or 4 times higher once the technician got the truck up on the lift. The Godzilla rarely delivers that kind of surprise. Diagnostic time is another hidden cost worth mentioning here. A misfire or a fuel pump concern on the Godzilla is usually a straightforward code read and a visual check, while intermittent emissions faults on the Power Stroke can take a technician significantly longer to isolate, since several interconnected systems can all trigger a similar warning light. That extra diagnostic time gets billed at the same hourly rate as the repair itself. So, Test 7 winner, the Godzilla. Cheaper parts, faster labor, lower risk of a surprise bill. Test 8, Resale. Diesel trucks typically hold value better on paper, but if you pay $12,500 more up front and you only recover around $9,500 of that at trade-in, you're still down money compared to buying the gas truck from day one. At typical fuel savings of a few $100s a year, it would take decades to earn back that premium through fuel alone. Most owners never keep a truck that long. Private sale numbers tell a similar story. Diesel trucks do command a premium in the used market, especially in regions where towing is common, but that premium rarely covers the full gap once you account for financing costs and the higher ongoing maintenance bill along the way. Model year also matters here. Newer, high-output Power Strokes hold value better than early standard output trucks, while Godzilla Resale stays fairly consistent across model years since the platform hasn't seen major reliability concerns to scare off used buyers. Regional demand shifts this calculation too. In areas with heavy agricultural or construction work, diesel demand and resale pricing run noticeably higher, while suburban and recreational markets increasingly favor the lower price and simpler ownership of a gas truck like the Godzilla. Well-documented service history matters more for the diesel at resale time as well, since buyers specifically look for proof that emissions maintenance was kept current, something that gas truck buyers rarely even think to ask about. Test 8 winner, the Godzilla, for anyone who is measuring actual return on investment. Test 9, longevity. The 6.7-liter Power Stroke is built with a forged crankshaft and connecting rods that are designed to handle sustained high torque loads. And diesel engines in general are engineered to run at lower RPM under heavy work, which historically translates into a longer service life when maintenance is kept current. Well-cared-for examples can realistically cross 300,000 miles with the original short block intact, though that does depend entirely on staying ahead of fuel filter changes, oil analysis, and catching emissions issues before they cascade. The 7.3-liter Godzilla is newer to the market, so long-term mileage data is thinner, but its cast iron block and pushrod architecture do follow a design philosophy that has proven durable in Ford's truck lineup for decades. Early reports from high-mileage examples are promising, with minimal internal wear showing up even past 150,000 miles. The difference here comes down to consequence versus probability. The diesel has a higher ceiling for total lifespan if everything is done right, but there are more ways for that lifespan to get cut short by a single overlooked service interval. The Godzilla's lower ceiling is more forgiving territory. Test 9 winner? The Power Stroke, for owners who commit fully to disciplined long-term maintenance. And finally, Test 10, weather performance. Cold weather separates these trucks fast. The Godzilla fires up instantly in freezing temperatures with no warm-up cycle required, and there is zero risk of fuel gelling since gasoline doesn't thicken the way that diesel can in extreme cold. The Power Stroke needs its glow plug cycle to complete before a reliable cold start, adding several seconds of waiting on frigid mornings. And in genuinely harsh climates, an engine block heater becomes less of a luxury and more of a necessity. The DEF tank on the diesel also includes its own heating element, since DEF fluid itself can freeze at temperatures that many truck owners in northern states see every winter. And a frozen DEF system can limit engine power until it thaws. Now, in hot climates, both engines manage heat well with factory cooling systems that are built for towing, although the diesel's larger radiator and additional EGR cooling circuits give it a slight edge pulling heavy loads through triple-digit heat for extended periods. For the average owner who isn't towing in extreme heat, that edge rarely matters. So, Test 10 winner, the Godzilla, for simplicity and reliability across ordinary seasonal temperature swings. Final verdict. Subscribe now because I run these same tests on every Ford engine matchup, and next week is going to be the 5-liter Coyote V8 against the 3.5-liter EcoBoost. Final tally, Godzilla wins 6 out of 10 tests. Cost, reliability, maintenance, repair difficulty, resale, and weather performance. Power Stroke wins 4, performance, highway mileage, heavy towing, and long-term engine longevity. If you tow over 15,000 pounds, run mountain passes weekly, or hotshot for a living, buy the Power Stroke with confidence. That torque and that exhaust brake earn their keep. For everyone else, daily drivers, weekend campers, occasional haulers, the F250 Godzilla is the smarter truck. Lower cost, fewer failures, cheaper repairs, and money that stays in your pocket instead of the dealership's.